Hey there, folks. Welcome back to another video, live stream. Just got off work, so just wanted to relax and do some stuff. Wasn't planning on doing a live stream, but I figured for an hour and a half, just hang out, no topic, just, hey, Grand Theft Ruben and Mountain Dew, you can let me know if you can hear me all right. Hey, Jesse Swarbrick. Hey, Brie Larson's Taint. Can you guys hear me all right? Yeah, I just got off work and figured I would just relax and hang out for about an hour and a half. Big Bang Theory, Alan O'Vera, RB, hello. Hey, Clifton, how are you doing? Thank you, Bounju. Yep, Estate Plan 3 review will be coming soon. I do have the next two will be fan commentaries. Well, fan commentary for Ninja Turtles 2 secret reviews and a ranting commentary, Ninja Turtles 3, because that's a I already made a deal with a nice guy. He sent me a message on Facebook, wanted me to review those three, to do fan comments for those three if I learn how to talk right. So those are going to come first, and then the Escape Plan 3 rant, which that movie was nothing. Thank you, Clifton. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you, David Paul Blanchard. Well, yeah, everyone talked about Rip Torn passing away. Pineapple Pizza fan. It's sad, but I didn't grow up much with Rip Torn. Really, all I know about Rip Torn is his role in Men in Black and Rise of the TMT. No, Big Bang Theory. A nice guy named John, the flawed one. He paid me $20 a piece to do fan commentaries on the first three Ninja Turtles films. I didn't expect that, so it was a welcome surprise. So it's just going to be on the first three '90s movies, unless someone pays me. Then, but no one has to. I don't know. I just he did that. It was unexpected. So those are going to be the ones I'm doing. The three '90s turtles. It was very nice of the guy to do it. Well, Freddy Got Fingered, Rip Torn was in that. That's not really a movie I remember much of. An Epic Ryan Rambo 5, it sucks? Probably. I know the last stream didn't go well because I had a couple people pissed at me who were subscribers of mine, and they were pissed at me, so they got all butthurt about it. But what are you gonna do? That's what happened on the last live stream. But you don't get that. You don't get people hating you and being pissed at you, saying you said stuff that you didn't do. What I realize, you can't please everybody, folks. You cannot please everybody, and there's only people who fucking hate your ass. No matter what you do, no matter what you say. I don't really have any favorite video game cutscenes, DJ Donnelly. Sorry about that. The Blob from Shaw Factory, I would love to pick that up. But Night of the Creeps, I'm fine with the DVD. But the Blob, 1988, absolutely want to pick that up. Dear Rives doing all right, taking it day by day. Got a couple people, not in this chat, but pissed off on my last live stream just because of dumb stuff. But hey, what are you gonna do? I don't listen to much techno music, so I don't have much of an opinion on it. Other than working, did watch a couple movies that I'll review sometime down the road, including the two Hulk movies, Escape Plan 3, but next will be the commentaries for Ninja Turtles 2 secret reviews and Ninja Turtles 3. Those will be the next videos. Oh, Mountain Dew, there's never, they just made shit up. They were like, they said I was blasting someone, which I wasn't. I got I got mad at one person. He kept asking personal questions. I asked him, please stop. And then the other guy, not the guy who was asking it, but the other guy, they're like, you can't take a joke. The guy's asking if I had a friend with benefits. And then this other person was like, you can't take a joke. The guy was asking people I fuck. I mean, I don't know. No matter what I can do nothing and people be pissed at me. That's the thing, folks. That's what happens all the time. I can do nothing and people will be pissed at me. That's just how it is. John Barry did a score for the Golden Child. I did know that. I actually prefer the score and the finished product, Justin. I believe I mentioned that in my fan commentary of the Golden Child, which I did when I did my Eddie Murphy marathon. I would say Catwoman is worse. Someone asked about Catwoman. Killers for Catherine Heigl is lame. Uh, thank you, Quaker Jade. I'm glad you liked the fan commentary on the 1990 Turtles film. Love that movie. For those wondering, I just did a fan commentary for the 1990 Ninja Turtles film. Upload that today if you're interested. Favorite Antonio Banderas movie? Maybe Desperado. Otis, never seen it. Yeah, I did not see the new Spider-Man film. Really had no interest in it. I don't care to see an Austin Powers 4. That's cool, Justin Whitworth. I mean, it's pretty much an audio review when we watch it of the 1990 Ninja Turtles film, so you don't have to watch along with me, Justin Whitworth. If you want, you'll just listen to it as a podcast or whatever. But that's if you want, Justin Whitworth. I'm not doing any Let's Plays anytime soon. People aren't really that interested in them. I don't know what films are coming out in 2020, honestly, Michael. I couldn't tell you what's coming out in 2020. Uh, they're never going to make a Beverly Hills Cop 4. It's just never going to happen. They've been talking about it for years and years. It's just never going to happen. Should Shout Factory release a special edition of 1919 TMNT? Yes. I mentioned that in my commentary of the 1990 TMNT film. They should definitely do a collector's edition of the 90s TMNT movie. Hey, Scott. Hope you're doing well. I like John Leguizamo, but he's been in a lot of bad movies. Although he was good in John Wick 1 and 2. But he was also in Spawn, which I'm not much a fan of. Favorite vampire movie from Dusk Till Dawn. Bad Boys 3, I do look forward to. So I guess that's a 2020 film I do look forward to. I do like The Lost Boys. I reviewed The Lost Boys a long time ago. It's still on the channel. I like The Lost Boys. Mountain Dew, I disagree with you. I think the concept is cool. So I really look forward to Crawl. What films do you like to see get the Shout Factory treatment for good special features? April Fool's Day from 1986. The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer. Uncommon Valor with Gene Hackman. The 1990 Ninja Turtles film. The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, to name a couple of them. Yeah, I already know Stallone hated his escape plan too. I already know about that for Kaiju. Hey, Matt's World. Wow, thank you so much, man. You didn't have to do that, Matt's World. 199. Um, thank you, Matt. That's really cool of you to do. Near Dark or Don't Mind. I believe I reviewed Near Dark, Jesse Swarbrick. I remember not minding the film. Lance Henriksen and Bill Paxton are great in it. Never saw Phantom of the Opera with Joel Schumacher. BioShock. I only I didn't have much time to play it. I only played like 10 minutes of it. Yeah, the Michael Bay produced film probably could be called that Clifton. But yeah, I just did a fan calendar of the 1990 Ninja Turtles film, which is uploaded on the channel. I will be doing Secret of the Ooze and Ninja Turtles 3 commentaries. Those will be the next ones. And then a rant on Escape Plan 3. I love Stallone, but I don't know what the guy's doing. Sorry, Matt. I know you're a big Stallone fan as well, but I don't know what Stallone's doing. When the guy's doing $1,000 in order to take a selfie with the guy, I just don't get it. And these Escape Plan sequels, I just don't get it, man. Favorite Spielberg film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Favorite color, red. Uh, Pineapple Pizza fan, the only one that sounded interesting to me is Bad Boys 3 of that list he had. Shelley Duvall's sad. Sad she went crazy. She's batshit insane. Never watched the Scream TV show, never cared to watch it. Uh, I barely remember that Power Rangers episode with the Ninja Turtles. I mean, I didn't watch Power Rangers growing up, so I couldn't tell you much about. I barely remember that episode. Good night, Hedgesnut15. Have a good night. Escape Plan 3, the not movie. I would go with Escape Plan 3, the excrement, or Extract the Thorn Out of My Ass, which is the Escape Plan franchise. I'm not much a seafood guy. I'm more of a chicken guy. A TMNT with all practical effects, R-rated, more serious tone. Clifton, I absolutely agree, but they will absolutely never do it. Sad to say, they don't think that's a market that will make money. I don't know why, but that's their thoughts. Hummingbird with Jason Statham. Is that the film called Redemption? If so, I have it, but I have not reviewed it. Pringles potato chips. Yeah, I love Pringles. Great potato chips. I don't watch Dr. Phil. I don't know what the bid high five is. Favorite Tom Cruise film? That's tough. Edge of Tomorrow is up there. I'll say that. Edge of Tomorrow might be my favorite Tom Cruise movie. Hey, Melissa Harris. Have a good night, Melissa. No problem. Did, I didn't care for the Friday the 13th TV show. Just wasn't for me. Wasn't my cup of tea. The Spider-Man cartoons, the 90s one is my favorite Spider-Man cartoon. I really enjoy that one. Born of the Fourth of July is a good Tom Cruise movie. He gave a wonderful performance, emotional performance in that. An R-rated Scooby-Doo Catwoman crossover. I think that's a bad idea in my opinion. Oh, thank you, Melissa Harris. Thank you for the kind words. Collateral is up there too, Justin Whitworth. Collateral is a fantastic film. I have a review of that on the channel for those interested. I love Collateral. I saw it in the theater back in the day and had a great time watching it in the theater. Collateral is definitely up there. Tom Cruise is a good guy. I'll pick Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise is a bad guy. I'll pick Collateral. Flash Gordon anime TV show. I know nothing about it, so I can't say anything about it. I've never seen Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. I believe I reviewed Green Room with Anton Yelchin, Meadowland. I believe I reviewed it. I wasn't really big into it. Edge as an actor, Adam Copeland, he does fine. Just give him better parts and better movies. No, my favorite Michael Mann film has got to be Heat with Al Pacino, but Collateral is very close. Oh, JT Grover Brogan, thank you so much, man. Keep up the good work, Matt. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you very much. From Matt and JT Brogan, thank you, man. Jordan Peele's Candyman, I don't know why you need a remake. Midsummer, it looked like a remake of Wicker Man, and I have no interest in that. I like Brendan Fraser. I thought Brendan Fraser was a good actor. I liked him in The Mummy. I liked him in this film called Monkey Bone. Encino Man was great. The Banana Splits horror film looks weird. It looks interesting. I have a feeling that Banana Splits movie, that was a script that was going to be a Five Nights at Freddy's film, but then they couldn't make it, so then they made it into this. A TMNT movie where the turtles are females. No, but I'm sure that's going to happen someday. I guarantee that's going to happen someday. They're going to do a TMNT show or movie where all four of them are girls. I don't want to see it, but they'll do it. And Practical Jokers, I just never found funny. Didn't care for it. I saw the first season of 2.5 Men. I liked it. Never saw All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. Never saw it. When you did your films of 2000, you said you were indifferent towards it. Now all of a sudden you hate Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Well, when I did that video, I had not seen the film in a long time. And then when sometime after that, I rewatched the film, and rewatching The Grinch, it was a really bad movie. When I saw it back in the day, I was indifferent, but I rewatched The Grinch, and Jim Carrey, that movie's kind of annoying. Not as bad as Cat in the Hat, but it's pretty annoying. Die in the Light with Nick Cage, I've never seen. Yeah, the female turtle in the 90s, that was Venus de Milo. That was in the Next Mutation TV show. Worst film of the year so far is Steve Playing 3. I saw Steve Playing 3. That's the worst film of the year so far for me. Yeah, you don't need a Rush Hour 4. Hey, Austin Wilcott, rank the Police Academy franchise from best to worst. That would take me a minute. My favorite is Police Academy 3. That was the one I grew up with the most. So I would say 3, 1, 4, and 2, and those are the ones I like. And the worst one is Mission to Moscow. So I guess if you want me to rank them, 3, 1, 4, 2, and then the ones I don't like, I guess 5, 6, and 7. I mean, yeah, 5. Yeah. Best Bill Brooks film, it's between Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. Tim Curry's The Grinch, no. Just stick with the animated film. I think the animated film did it best. How many is Steve Planes should they made? 0. It should have been 0 because they're all god awful. Steve Plane 3, that film had so little story. The film is only an hour and 17 minutes. That's how little of a story they had. Stallone is in it just a little bit more. Batista's in it for like 5 minutes. Mother's Day, the original sucked. I never saw the remake of Mother's Day. Gary Rives, I would like to see that film. The the Ninja Turtles meets the Graveyard Shift. I like to see that. The Ninja Turtles meets with Stephen King's Graveyard Shift or The Relic. I'll see that movie any day, man. Worst Jim Carrey film? Dumb and Dumber 2. Sadly, I would gotta say Dumb and Dumber 2 is the worst Jim Carrey film I've seen. The Steve Plan didn't need to be made in the first place, let alone sequels. Well, at the end of the Steve Plan 3, even Stallone says, I'm not doing prisons anymore, and Batista offers him a job somewhere else. worked in a bar or something. So this will be the last escape plan. It seems like they ended it, thankfully. Peter Freakout 10, I actually agree with you. Peter Freakout 10, I agree with you. Dumb and Dumber is a lot better than Dumb and Dumber 2. Matt Swirl, keep it up, brother. We may not agree always, but you're the best on YouTube. You know what, man? Thank you so much. Seriously. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the kind words. Seriously. Thank you, man. Moving with Richard Pryor. Yeah, I did a review of that maybe, yeah, a few weeks ago. I really enjoyed moving. The movie with Richard Pryor. The three Spider-Man actors. My least favorite is Tobey Maguire. I could never get into him. Tom Holland, I like, but Scott, I have a review of See No Evil, Hear No Evil up on my channel. I'm not sure if you've seen the review, Scott, but I have a review of that on the channel. That's actually my all-time favorite Richard Pryor film. Dutch for Biscuit? No, I've never had that. Yeah, To Be or Not to Be Maguire. My favorite Elm Street film is 4. I would say probably 4, 3, 2, then Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and then 1. It would be my ranking. Scott, nothing to apologize about. It's fine. Ghostbusters, man, it's cool, man. Your comment was fine. There's another person who was giving me crap that I was talking about, not you. There's another guy who was giving me shit because of BS. But Ghostbusters, man, you're fine. If you like Steve Plan 2 and 3, that's fine. To each their own. We just agree to disagree. Ever watch a walkthrough? A walk? What do you mean, Grant Theft Ruben? Dutch chocolate? Never eaten it. Never played Duke Nukem 64. Number one with a bullet? Never seen that. Which is worse, Three Stooges or Dumb and Dumber 2? Sad to say that Three Stooges was even worse. Because I grew up with the Three Stooges since I was a kid. I love the Three Stooges. And that was a fucking travesty. When the Three Stooges are fucking picking up babies and having a piss fight, I'm like, fuck you, Farrelly Brothers. What the fuck do you have in the Three Stooges having a piss fight with babies? What are you doing? I hate Facebook. Hello there. Ip Man 3, I barely remember. I think Mike Tyson was in that. Ip Man 4, I never saw. Malice in Wonderland, never heard of it. Silver Bullet remake? No. No remake. Um, Scott, things are tough all over. Anything in life is pretty damn harder and harder. Trust me. The Osman Weekend. I've heard of the film. I've seen bits and pieces. I think that was the last film Sam Peckinpah did, but I haven't seen the whole thing. Maverick Hook, I'm not a fan of. That's actually one of my least favorite Steven Spielberg films. My favorite Spielberg film is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Well, really, all the Indiana Jones films are my favorite Spielberg movies. High MCU sucks. Favorite Ben Stiller movie? Maybe Tropic Thunder? Just random, being Bane Boozy, just random. Doing well, Sherlock Bond? Well, Caleb, we agree to disagree. I hated the Three Stooges movie. I hate Facebook. I actually have a review and a ranting commentary on the Predator 2018, if you care to check that out. I don't want to see any more Stephen King remakes. Yeah, Rip Torn is the guy from Men in Black who passed away, which is too bad. King Kong 2005, I like less, Michael. I like E.T. I don't love E.T., but I like E.T. But yeah, I love the old Three Stooges stuff. That's why I hated the Farrelly brothers when the babies, oh, there's a piss fight. Ridiculous. Hook has a great musical score. My problem with Hook is the story. They made it a point to make Robin Williams' character so unlikable because he's supposed to have an arc. But to me, they made him too unlikable. And by the time he changed, I didn't care. Lake Placid 2, I did not see. I like the Cable Guy. I think the Cable Guy is funny. And King Kong, Peter Jackson, 1996. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you how that would be like. Thank you, Junebug Films. Where's John Woo film? Wind Talkers. I never liked Wind Talkers. Will Smith did a great job in Men in Black. I agree. Avengers Endgame is not too overpraised. I think Infinity War was more overpraised. I like Superbad from 2007. It's hard to review comedies because what you just tell the jokes, but it doesn't come off as funny. It's hard to review comedies. But I like Superbad. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman did a good job in Hook, but the film itself, I don't care for the story. Neverland, the miniseries, never saw. Wind Talkers, I just didn't care for. I was just bored by it. Uh, the Frighteners, Peter Jackson, I love. I think it's a great movie. Brie Larson play Oprah O'Neil. Well, I mean, can't be worse than Megan Fox. It's not really a smooth transition, being bang boozy, but you just gotta take it day by day. I like all three Matrix films. I hate Facebook. I don't think any of them sucked. I did reviews of the Matrix films. I hate Facebook. Michael Shannon, a revenge horror film alongside Adam Sandler. I wouldn't be interested in that. Uh, Ghostbusters, man, we agree to disagree. I thought Escape Plan was absolutely horrible. Escape Plan 3 was terrible. It barely had enough story to the point it was only an hour and 17 minutes, and then it had 10 minutes of credits. Batista's in it for like 4 minutes. The prison is just some lanky dinky rusted prison, no imagination. Escape Plan 3, Stallone just took a paycheck. Why would I look forward to Halloween 2 and 3? I didn't like the first, the 2018 film, so why would I look forward to the sequels? David Harbour, the only film I've seen him in is Hellboy, and I did not like him in that. Robin Williams is the Riddler. I think he would have done a solid job. Devon Sawa actually was like one of the only decent things about Escape Plan 3. That's why Escape Plan 2 is still the worst. Escape Plan 3 is like a teeny bit better because Devon Sawa actually wasn't that bad. He was just given a crappy script. Burglar, I need to see again. I haven't seen that in a while. Would you be against April O'Neil played by a black actress? No. In fact, when I did my fan commentary, which I just uploaded today, of the 1990 Ninja Turtles film, if you're not, for those interested, feel free to give it a watch. But I just uploaded that today, and when I was watching the film doing the commentary, I said, you know what would be cool in the 89 if this film came out instead of 1990? Whoopi Goldberg from Jumping Jack Flash. If she was April O'Neil, it would have been awesome. Just Jumping Jack Flash is my favorite Whoopi Goldberg film. And that April O'Neil, I just think that she's talking to that Chief Stearns in the 1990 movie, and when he gets pissed, She says something like, "How about I kick you in the nuts so hard they get lodged in your fucking nostrils?" There are killers running around the fucking city. Like the Jumpin' Jack Flash, Whoopi Goldberg as April O'Neil, that would have been pretty fucking awesome. If it was like 89, I would love to see that, but I like Louis Gossett Jr. Devon Sawa played the main villain in Escape Plan 3. He wasn't actually that bad. He just, the script and everything else was bad. Jumanji, the next level, looks like ass. Louis Gossett Jr. is a great actor. Stallone just taking paychecks, sad to say. Like he's doing the thing with an evening with Kevin Smith with Sylvester Stallone. You want a selfie? You gotta pay me $1,000. It's not like Stallone needs the money. Michael Queasy was a better Tom Poe and the original Kickboxer, the only good one in my opinion. I know Whoopi Goldberg was in the 2014 film, but in a bad way. Robert Pattinson's Batman. I have no interest. I've seen him act in Cosmopolis. I did not care for his acting performance in Cosmopolis, the David Cronenberg film. So I don't look forward to him as Batman. I did watch Hulk, Incredible Hulk, and I liked both of them. And people don't be pissed when I review them because Hulk 2003 is actually my favorite Hulk film now. Back in the day, I wasn't sure. Watch it again. I really respect the film and really enjoyed it. Firewalker, that's my favorite Chuck Norris film. Good People, I haven't seen. 50 Cent, is that worth a quarter? Oh, thank you, Peter Freak Out 10. Glad you saw the review for the telephone. Tango and Cash is my favorite buddy cop film. Well, unless I Come in Peace. If I Come in Peace counts as a buddy cop film, then I would say I Come in Peace is my favorite. But I love Tango and Cash to death. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, Jumpin' Jack Flash is my favorite Whoopi film. Fatal Beauty was fun. The Last Jedi needed a lot more work on the script. I mean, that would help. Well, no, I would not want to see Luke turn. I would not want to see Luke Skywalker turn into the dark side, Clifton. I would not want to see that. Last Boy Scout is great. Giorgio Moroder, wonderful composer. I love Giorgio Moroder's Metropolis. I think he composed Scarface. I like that score. Scarface is probably my favorite score from Giorgio Moroder. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. And I'm sorry, Kevin. I don't like the Lord of the Rings films. Hey, Steve, how are you doing? Ang Lee's Hulk, I saw that again. I didn't think it was boring. Watch it again. I like how in depth, how deep the film is. I appreciate it more. Back in the day, when I saw it in the theater, I'm not sure. And then when I got on DVD at first, I didn't care for it. But rewatching Ang Lee's The Hulk, I really appreciate, considering all the cookie cutter superhero movies nowadays, I really appreciate that film. And when I review that film, there's going to be a lot of people pissed at me. I already know it. There's going to be a lot of people pissed at me because they like it. What Dreams May Come, I love. Legend of Hell House with Roddy McDowall, I enjoy. Stir of Echoes, I like a lot. After-based marathons, not anytime soon. I'm not doing any marathons anytime soon. I have not reviewed Harley Davidson, The Marlboro Man, but I do enjoy the film. Yeah, I know Rip Torn passed away. That's too bad. John Carpenter wanted to do a Dead Space movie. I think that could be his final hurrah, but they did not want him to do it. So John Carpenter didn't do it because they said no. The Blu-ray of what film? Pineapple Pizza fan. Do you like Mork and Mindy? Yeah, good show. Stuber, I have not seen. I know what it is. Do you think Stallone should play roles more normal guys? Um, I don't know what Stallone should do nowadays. Oh, thank you, Matt's World. Said Matt's in love by super chat. Thanks, Matt's World. Matt, I'll just say Matt. Have a good night, Matt. Pincushion, I haven't heard of it. Steven Seagal in a John Wood film, they'll never do that, thank God. So I never have to worry about it. The Rock from the Sun, I did not see. Children of Men is okay. I don't love the film though. Sly did fine in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He did fine in that. Now that you mentioned the 2003 Hulk, remember back in the 90s and 2000s, superhero films were looked down upon. Now they're out every week and nobody shuts up about it. That's true, Justin Whitworth. I love Daredevil with Ben Affleck, especially the director's cut. I, I, I've grown to love the Ang Lee's Hulk. That's become my favorite Hulk film. It really has. Stallone was in John Wick 4. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. The cast in Ghostbusters 3, I'm indifferent on it. I'll wait for a trailer for it. Michael Mann's Public Enemies, I think that's one of his weakest films. Really, I know the story it's based on in real life, but the movie just came off as a lame version of Heat, honestly. Actually, I just watched Clint Eastwood's The Mule. That was a pretty good flick. I'll be reviewing that sometime soon, too. Dude, you did review Harley Davidson about 7 years ago. See, Sherlock Bond, I can't even remember what the hell I've reviewed. So thank you, Sherlock Bond. Sherlock Bond has let me know that I did review Harley Davidson, the Marble Man, about 7 years ago. Thank you, man. See, I don't even remember. I've done so many damn reviews. Michael Gross film? I guess the first Tremors. Trial and Error, I did not care for with Jeff Daniels. Over the Top Ridiculous Scream and Spider-Man 2, it's silly and goofy. Tobey Maguire's like Opie Taylor. Yeah, give you permission to sneeze, Opie, or kick your ass back to Mayberry. Yeah, I know they're doing more sequels to Halloween 2018. I said they would. I said they would. People said I was full of it, and they would. Elmer Bernstein had a rejected score from Last Man Standing. Yeah, I heard about that. I can't remember the music off the top of my head, though. Are you into myths and folklore? Not really. Stallone is the voice of Raphael? No. You know what? I always thought a great voice for Raphael, this will be silly to people, Kevin Dillon, because of the 1988 film The Blob. Kevin Dillon is the voice of Raphael. I think he would be perfect for that role. So people are like, who would you voice Raphael? Well, nowadays he's too old, but Raphael. I mean, Kevin Dillon. I have not seen the new Spider-Man movie. I have no interest. I'm just tired of superhero movies nowadays. Wendy's, I haven't had them in a long time. His favorite Spider-Man villain, I guess technically Venom and Carnage. Danny Glover's the voice of Raphael. No, he just be too old. Even when he was in Lethal Weapon, you're too old for this shit. He just feel like he was 50 years. He he's also in Predator 2. Predator 2 is one of my favorite villains of all time, but now it's the voice of Raphael. Mosquito, is that the one with Gunnar Hansen? I reviewed the Blu-ray of that actually, Steve. I love Mosquito. Yeah, when the Blu-ray came out, I think from Synapse. That's what we're Gunnar Hansen you talking about, right? Mosquito. I love Mosquito. Very fun B movie. The Blob Blu-ray from Shout Factory. I look forward to it. I hope they did a lot of features. Freddy Gets Fingered. I was never. I did see that film. I hated that film. I just remember that now. Wonder never saw. Hey, Belinda, doing okay? That's fine, Steve. That's no problem. Charles Bronson's worst film? I'll say Death Wish 5 for now. Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy. I liked both in the comics. I mean, I guess I go more towards Gwen Stacy. Justin Whitworth, have a good night. Predator 3? Sherlock Bond? I don't think they did a Predator 3. Oh, Predators? I guess he means Predators. I think he means Predators. Darren Aronofsky film? Did he do Requiem for a Dream? Or am I thinking someone else? Did Aronofsky do Requiem for a Dream? Fan counter on Mandy? Maybe. The reason I'm doing these fan commentaries for the Ninja Turtles 90s films is because someone actually paid me $20 for each commentary, which was surprising. So I'm going to be doing commentaries for these next. These films next. Because John Flaw 6363, he sent me money on Facebook, which was cool. So didn't expect that, but that's what's coming up next, folks, is commentaries for these two movies. Crawl, I would like to see when it comes out. Okay, then Requiem for a Dream would be my favorite Aronofsky film. I love Requiem for a Dream. All in the Family, I didn't watch much of. A Commentary on the Room, I don't know, make me an offer. That's fine, Sherlock Bond. No problem. Yeah, Predator 2 is fantastic. I'm not a fan of Pet Sematary remake Juno 2000. Feel free to watch my review of it. I was not a fan of the film at all. Dolphin Tales 1 and 2, never seen them. Live stream on John Carpenter's life and career. That'd be interesting one day. How much for a commentary on Alien 3? You know what? I mean, it's never going to happen. If it became a thing where someone paid me $20 per commentary, Brie Larson Tate, I didn't offer it. He did. He sent me a message on Facebook, and he wanted me to do commentaries on this. I'm like, okay. He said, I'm going to send you some money. What's your PayPal? I'm like, okay, sure. Then when I looked at my PayPal, it was $60. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I wanted to pay 20 for each one. I'm like, are you sure? And he said, yeah. So he offered it. I took it because I took it. But surprised the hell out of me. So I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not there. I've never heard of. I forgot I did a commentary on Alien 3. I think I did with Mike and Effrey. I think it's on Mike's channel. I don't know about Patreon. Wouldn't that seem like I'm begging people for money if I did a Patreon portal player? Wouldn't that really seem like I was begging for money? See, what people don't understand, when people pay me, they offer to me first. Like they offer it to me first on Facebook or comments, and then I just accept, and people get pissed that I accept the money. If someone offers me money, I'm going to accept it. Really, Gary Rives? I just made a guess. It would come when I do things that bad. I did play the Cliffhanger Super Nintendo game. Yeah, I knew. I know they're doing a Saw reboot. Chris Rock is producing it. Lord of Chaos, I've never heard of. Yeah, I like the Mule with Clint Eastwood. Yeah, but I don't know. Portal Player, if that's the case, I have a PayPal. I've offered my PayPal multiple times. Not many people jump on it, so I don't know. Patreon, I don't know. I think people would just be pissed. I've already had people pissed, and that's when people offer me money. If I start a Patreon, they'd really be pissed. Make more videos hating on me. Running Steered is a good. I don't know if it'd be my top 10 favorite buddy cop films, but it's a good movie. I don't see what's wrong with you taking money if people offer it. You spend a lot of time on. Well, tell them that. But I mean, I don't know what you don't do. Favorite Claus Kinski performance. I don't really have a favorite performance. Hey Nick B, how you doing? Zac Efron's Ted Bundy movie. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Lord of the Rings, I just none of that interested me. I'm sorry, Mountain Jew. I'm just not a Lord of the Rings guy. It's not technically medieval, but you could kind of say I'm not a big medieval guy. The medieval times, like unless maybe it's Army of Darkness, but I'm just even in a fantasy aspect, I'm not big on that time. I'm not big on that. Who casts the voices for all the turtles in Splendor? I have no idea. Nowadays, I don't know who nowadays. Batman versus TMNT 2, great. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. You had 3,000 subs. You lost over 500 for liking Last Jedi. Really? That's too bad. I disagree. I don't like The Last Jedi, but 500 for liking it? Wow. Sorry about that, man. They shouldn't have cast a black actress as Ariel and Little Mermaid. I don't care if the person's black or white playing Little Mermaid. I don't give a crap about that. I really don't. If the actress is good, then good. Dragonheart, I haven't seen in forever. Red Lights, never seen that film. My no, the first Crocodile Dundee is my favorite. The Rings horror movies. The only one I liked was the Ring remake. Psycho Santa films. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I did a review of all the Crocodile Dundee films, including Part 3, Dawn Hole. I like Crocodile Dundee 3. My issue with The Last Jedi, where do I start? Lame jokes like your mama jokes, plot lines that go nowhere, completely defeating the purpose of the first three movies. So everything they did was completely pointless. Luke Skywalker being an asshole, drinking titty milk. I don't care that the little I'm fine with Little Mermaid being black. I really have no issue. I don't care about the movie to give a shit. Also, Down 2001 A Guilty Pleasure. No, I like that film without any guilt. It's a Kill Elevator film with Aerosmith music, cool kills, fast. I think that's a fun B movie. Three Amigos I just didn't find funny. Terror Tunes, I might have seen it, but I don't remember anything about it. Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge would have been better than Creed. Probably, yeah. Big YouTubers who constantly bait for likes and subscribers. I fucking bait for money, so I'm in that wheelhouse, DJ Diley. I bait for money all the time, so give me money, pay my PayPal, pay me for commentaries, do it. I admit it. I fucking want to make money on YouTube, so hell yeah. People pay me for shit. Pay me, goddammit. And I'm serious. I'm a whore for money. People don't know this. But so DJ Diley, I'm part of that, so there you go. Carrot Top. The best thing about Carrot Top is the interview with Norm Macdonald when someone else was being interviewed for chairman of the board, and Norm Macdonald goes, "Yeah, that's board spelled with B-O-R-E-D." Luke Skywalker got titty milk. That creature had some ugly titties. Working on a short film for my channel. I have no advice. I'm not the guy to give advice about short films. Hey, thank you, Work. Thank you for the kind words, man. I never played Splinter Cell. I do love Metal Gear Solid. I did a playthrough, being Bane Boozy, of Metal Gear Solid for PS1, and that's a stealth game. So I guess I do like it. The weapon Mandy named the Beast is actually designed after a band logo. Interesting. Top 3 Tarantino characters. I love 2001: Space Odyssey, Garrett North. I did a review of the film on my channel. A switch light? I don't know what a switch light is. What the hell is it? What's a switch light? Home Alone 3 sucked. 3 Quentin Tarantino characters? I don't know. The Bride is good. Sam Jackson's character is great. Bruce Willis and Pulp Fiction is great. I'm not sure. I guess favorite would probably be The Bride from Kill Bill Volume 1, since that's my favorite Tarantino film. The Man with Two Brains I could not get into. Can you believe Rotten Tomatoes gave The Last Jedi, Ghostbusters reboot, and Avatar all higher ratings than the original TMNT? Yeah, I can believe it because it's Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is rotten to the core. What do you think is more important, pacing or characters? Characters. Because if you have a great character, doesn't matter how long the movie is, because you're spending it with a great character. So I would say characters is more important. More Killer Bear movies, if done well. It's like with everything, if done well. Bumblebee, I didn't care to see. Is Death Wish 2 over the top? No, I think it's fine. I like Death Wish 2. Death Wish 3 is my favorite, though. Bye Bye Man, I didn't care to see. The Great Wall with Matt Damon, never saw. Sky High, did not see. Green Street Hooligans, I might have seen that, but I don't remember a single thing about it. Tarantino doing a Star Trek film, I wouldn't, I'd be indifferent to it, to be honest. Ghostbusters, man, you can do anything you want, man. Orc. Fuck you too, Orc. Orc, thanks for the $2. Fuck you. Take your money. Go to McDonald's, Orc. Hope you're doing well, Orc. I hope you're feeling better, Orc. Seriously. Favorite look in New York in a film? New York did look great in Ninja Turtles 1990. It did look great in that movie. Catch Me If You Can, I have not seen. Even though there were only three stories in Tales from the Dark Side, which story do you think was the best and weakest? The weakest I thought was the first one with the mummy. The best is probably the one with the cat. It was so interesting. A cat versus a hitman. The Shadow I'm not a fan of. The Phantom is okay. The Shadow I was never a fan of. Shazam I did not see. Rotten Tomatoes equal Rotten Taints? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Rotten BS. But yeah, for anyone who's wondering what's coming up next, I did a commentary on the 1990 Ninja Turtles film. These would be the next two commentaries. Jason Bob reboot. Yeah, I've heard about it. I'll wait for a trailer as well. The Quick and the Dead, I don't mind. May from 2002. I didn't care for. I thought it was pretty boring. A Killer Elephant flick. I would not be interested in that. Sorry. Live action Casper. I don't mind. I don't mind the first Casper movie. Samurai Cop is just a bad film. It has some laugh out loud funny moments, but House Guest with Sinbad, I barely remember. Take Care, Sherlock Bond. Oh, thank you, Brie Larson Taint. How much for a topless fan calendar on 31? Topless? Um, I think if I did that, I would have to pay people to watch it, let alone pay me. I'd have to pay you to watch the thing. Are you surprised they never made a Home Alone movie with a girl lead? Just wait. It's coming. I guarantee you it's coming someday. The Terminal with Tom Hanks was okay. I remember being okay. My favorite mockumentary? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Mockumentary. This is Spinal Tap is pretty good. Hey, Barbecue Network, how you doing? Yeah, the last stream Barbecue Network had a lot of people. Not a lot. I had a couple of people pissed because of our conversation. TMT 1 and 2, your favorite comic book superhero movies? I mean, they're not really superhero films. They're kind of based on the comics, so I guess technically. Oh, they just didn't like. People get pissed with whatever I say, man. The last stream, and it's Water Under the Bridge with Barbecue Network. It's Water Under the Bridge, but he had kept asking me personal questions and like how many friend benefits I have or whatever. I said stop. He did it. I gave him a timeout. But then afterward, in the morning, some comments were pissed at me because I asked him to stop because I should have been more lighthearted. Is what one. It was about two guys pissed at me about it. Whatever. I can do nothing. People be pissed at me. Make you $20 for a review or commentary seems like a good idea. I think most people would be pissed at me and lynch me and hang me if I did that. Believe me, I would love it more than anything. Barbecue Network. But if I did that, people would be pissed at me. Have a good night, Quaker Jake. Babe, I remember not minding. Adventures of Indiana Jones. I haven't seen that in forever. Timothy versus Ghostbusters comic. I remember not minding. Well, Sylvester Stallone Ghostbusters, man, we disagree on escape plan films. If it's based on comics, it's a superhero. I don't know about that. Like the Punisher is not a superhero, but it's based on a comic. Witches of Eastwick, I haven't seen in forever, so I can't tell you. People deserve a chance to make money. If they are pissed, so be it. There's multiple times I've given my PayPal out and nothing's happened, so it's just not in the cards for me. I'm just not that good of a reviewer, to be honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not being, well, I'm saying this just to be what. No, I'm not that good of a reviewer. I'm not that fancy. I repeat too much. I know my flaws, and that's just how it is. My girlfriend is pregnant. Her dad needs to learn how to use a condom. Okay. I don't know where that came from, Hayden Dodson, but okay. Sorry about your predicament. Robin Hood Men in Tights, I like it. I had fun with the film. No, Junebug films, I'm not a fan of fart jokes at all. Not at all. Side Eye with Seatown's Hall, never seen it. Never seen the film. Maverick, I disagree. The Lost World, I'm not a fan of. You said you liked the Temptations biopic film. You talking about Dream Girls? Is that the one you talking about, Dream Girls? Well, doesn't a superhero need superpowers? So how is the Punisher a superhero? He's a comic book character. Do I ever eat anything healthy? Sure, oranges, green apples. I like corn on the cob. My favorite Dracula is probably Bela Lugosi. Uh, Never been to Whataburger because I don't know much about it. I don't want to waste money if it's bad, so never been to Whataburger. Do you think the reason people give praise to a lot of Marvel and DC flicks just because they're superhero movies? Well, Man of Steel and BVS Green. Well, Ghost versus Man, I like the first Expendables. Let's see. Yeah, the chat froze up. Hopefully, of course. God damn it. What the hell? What the hell? It says I'm still broadcasting, but it says the chat's disconnected. What the fuck? What the hell's going on? It says the chat's disconnected, but I'm still broadcasting. Let's see. Is my internet still working? Let me go to a web page. Maybe this is fooling me into thinking it's still broadcasting. I'll try to restart, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. Please try again later. Unable to connect.